Good evening. I'm Andrea, also known as Cat Lady. This is a evening chat, if you will. Not a lot to chat about today, actually, because I didn't get anything done. If it's one of those days that you wake up, you stay in your pajamas half the day, you shower, and then change into your new pajamas. So that is how the day is. Come here. Come here. Or not. Come. Are you coming? My co-host is being shy. Anyways, didn't have a chat yesterday because it was date night with the hubs. So the kids went and saw a hockey game with their godmother and stayed the night. And they were there until like she dropped them off this afternoon at like 12:30. So Jim and I, after we dropped them off, we went and got dinner at a little like bar. It was Hamlin Pub. So it's a little local bar. Got a bunch of appetizers. I got this it was a really big drink. It was like kind of looked like a margarita, but like that big round glass. It was called I don't even remember what it was called, but it had tequila in it. It was really strong. So by the time I finished that, I was like, okay. What was it called? Something Sunset or something, but it wasn't called tequila. I don't know. Anyway, so it was good. Then we came back home and played some video games. We played a game called Cat Quest 2, which was actually really fun. It was like a 2-player like role-playing kind of game. So we did that for a while. And then we just vegged out, watched some YouTube, and went to bed like at 11 because we're old. My throat is like very phlegmy today. So yeah, then I got up in the morning and it was kind of just a lazy morning. I did my workout, I made French toast, and just kind of chilled until the kids came home. I took down the Christmas tree because honestly, it was such a sad state being that it was just the tree with the lights, and the lights were like half hanging off at this point because the cats had been messing with it so much. And Jim just kept making comments on it. They missed their cat tree because that's where the cat tree was. So I just took down the tree, put the cat tree back, and honestly, they've been all over the cat tree since. So I think they did miss the cat tree. We just moved it into the other room. It's not like we got rid of it, but they like it in front of the window and whatever. So we did that. We had Swedish meatballs for dinner with mashed potatoes, and I am absolutely stuffed, or else I would have brought my drink with me. But I think I've had enough drinks. And New Year's Eve is coming. Of course, I'll have a drink or two for that. So, but then that's it for a while. So speaking of New Year's, I figured we would dive into New Year's resolutions. So that will be the evening chat for the day because Jim and I had a long talk about New Year's resolutions. So New Year's resolutions are, for us, it's like a reset, okay? Like, it's always the same thing. It's always we want to eat better, drink more water, I'm not really adapting I'm saying I should work out a little longer. So like I do my 30-minute walks, maybe increase it to 40 minutes. Try to just step it up a little bit because I feel like it's healthy that I'm walking, but I'm not like really like exerting a ton of energy, and like it's not like a real like extensive workout. So I either need to like increase my walk, increase my speed, do something else alongside. So like either some weights or jumping jacks and like basic things. So that's kind of on our list. So resolutions, I mean, we use the new year to kind of just reset, especially when it's like you crash and burn in December because it's like my friend brought over a whole bag of cookies when she dropped the kids off. So it's like we just crash and burn, and we're just swimming in leftover chocolates and candies and cookies. And again, New Year's is coming. We're gonna have like cheese spreads and spinach pies and cheese curds. cheese and chocolate. That's like the joke, right? So once New Year's starts, we're gonna buckle down. We're gonna pull out those veggie trays. We're gonna eat more fruit. I was doing pretty good. If like anytime it was like snacky, I would eat grapes. So like I always have grapes in the fridge. So, gotta go back to that. Drink more water. Now, honestly, both of us don't drink any other liquids regularly. We don't drink pop regularly. We do have our morning coffee, which Jim wants to cut out coffee completely. I'm like, ugh. Maybe I need to decrease the amount. So I brew an 18-ounce pot of coffee, which in the grand scheme of things is not a ton. However, I don't even drink it all. Usually I fill up my cup once. Most of the time I don't go back for what's left. So I just need to brew myself a 12-ounce serving of coffee and call it a day. 1 cup, done. So that's what I'm going to work on. Jim's going to try to cut it out completely. I don't feel like 1 cup of coffee is really going to hurt me caffeine-wise. And I like the routine of having a cup of coffee in the morning. So I don't want to give that up. Now I could switch to decaf if I really was thinking the caffeine was too much, but I don't feel like the caffeine's too much. So I'm not sure. And I take my coffee with just cream. I don't put sugar in it. I mean, I've been bad the last month or two putting whipped cream in it or putting brown sugar syrup or maple syrup or whatever else I find to throw in it because I've just been, again, spiraling downhill for the holidays. And then eating my cake for breakfast and cookies. So none of that. We're going to have our coffee. I need to make my egg casserole again because that was really good for breakfast. It was just basic turkey sausage, cheese, some peppers. It was cottage cheese and shredded cheddar. And then the eggs. That's it. So it's a pretty healthy egg bake. I also want to try to make like overnight oats. So it's like the oats and the chia seeds and the milk and some like a little bit of sweetener and whatever, stuff like that. So some like nice, healthy, simple breakfast. Lunch is debatable. Usually I'm kind of snacky. I'll eat fruit, maybe some toast or something. I'm not a huge lunch person. It's either I eat a very late. I'm like a brunch. I'm a brunch person, so I don't necessarily. I'll have my coffee in the morning, but I won't eat until later. So it's more of a brunchy, lunchy thing. So I'll eat the egg bake for like lunch. So something like that. And then dinners, my kids don't eat anything. So we've kind of had to sit down with them again, which we've had multiple times that, okay, this is what we're going to make. We're going to make these kind of foods. And if you're not going to eat them, then you have to be responsible for making yourself something that you will eat. And it has to be somewhat healthy. So they can have yogurt. Like I always have like Greek yogurt and they mix in like a little bit of syrup and like maple syrup and granola or something. That's what David did tonight because he didn't want the meatballs. Emily had mashed potatoes because she likes the mashed potatoes but didn't eat the meatballs, and then she had some salami. So it's like, okay, you make a sandwich, you can make yogurt, something. But you have to make something to eat. You can't just skip dinner, all that, etc. So we're going to go back on that. So I'm going to make like chicken thighs, which are really good, like pot roasts and, grilled cheese and tomato soup, things that are easy and not terribly unhealthy. So that's the plan. So that's the big resolution is better eating and then water. Now, like I said, we don't drink a lot of other things. We just don't drink at all. So I'll drink my coffee in the morning and then nothing. Like I sometimes do a little packet of Crystal Light with the water, which I'm fine with that. I'm not going to eliminate that. Just see, Jim wants to eliminate everything but water. I'm okay with my 1 flavored water a day, but like in between, nothing. So I'm drinking like 1 tumbler of water a day, which is bad. So better water consumption. I used to have an app and I actually had a little container that I filled the water I should be drinking for a day. So I'll have to pull that out, figure that out again. So better water consumption. And then again, just the more working out a little bit. I also want to start sitting down at the piano again. So I was taking lessons. I stopped. I'm not taking lessons again because David's taking piano, Emily's taking trumpet, David's taking percussion. So we're paying for enough lessons. So no lessons for mom. But that doesn't mean I can't sit down and start pecking things out and playing around. So I'd like to do that. Of course, I want to do all my yarny stuff. So my only resolution for yarny stuff is unfinished objects. So, which again, a video will be coming out for that. So that's it. So today I worked on my blanket, I'm going to work on my blanket. I did like 2 rows today. I think last you saw, I might have been on this one. I'm not good at keeping track. I should mark it. I should mark it with a kitty. So I'm going to mark the last one that I showed off. So let's see. I like this one. Pink kitty. Okay, so I'm currently on this green one, which is my own hand-dyed yarn, I believe. Olive juice, that's what it was. So this was called olive juice, which means I love you. Jim always joked that if you say olive juice, it sounds kind of, if you lip read it, it looks like I love you. And his favorite color is this like, olive drab kind of green. So I dyed this yarn, which I have actually, I still have some left over. Should pop it up in a shop sometime. Maybe once a new year and I figure out what I'm doing with yarn dyeing and stuff, I can put it in the shop. But it's this really pretty like olive green colorway. Where's the ball? I was trying to show you the little ball. Oh shoot! I already think I already have it in the blanket. Pretty sure that's it right there. So I am now on a duplicate. I'm just gonna go with it because again, it's already attached. I already started. But yeah, that's literally that color. So it's a hand-dyed yarn and it was made for my husband. So now it is living in my blanket twice. And you know what? It's okay. So I'm gonna keep going with it. And I don't know where the ball went. But anyways, I'm working on that. So that is where the kitty will live until I show this off again. Last thing I will say, Jim's car is still in the shop. So guess where we're going tomorrow morning? We are going back to the rental place to rent him a car again because I have to take the kids to the dentist. I got some other appointments to do. I can't be without a car. Jim has to go to work. So tomorrow morning we are going to the rental place again to get a car. And then hopefully he'll get his car tomorrow or by Tuesday. If not, who knows? So yeah, so that's really annoying, but here we are. So tomorrow is nothing, it's just a day. Me and Amy from Happy Little Yarn are hammering out all the final details for Stitch Quest. If you don't know what Stitch Quest is, maybe I will chat about that tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow's chat where we will chat about Stitch Quest. So that's all I have for today. I will catch up with you later.